Guys, once more welcome to Lamani, alright? Lamani is one of the very popular archaeological Mayan sites in Belize. And where we are now, according to this map, is right here, right? We normally make a loop to go see the Jaguar Temple, then the Ball Court, then we see the High Temple at Lamani, which is the highest and is the one that we, if you like climbing, we let you climb. Then from there we go to the Mass Temple and come down on this trail back to where we are now. That takes us roughly an hour and a half. Okay, so Lamani. Lamani, it's a archaeological Mayan site, as we all know, and it's the longest occupied Maya site in Belize. Okay, when I say longest occupied, is dates back to 1500 BC until like 1950s or so. There were still Mayan people in this very area. All right. The site was excavated by Dr. David Pendergast from the Royal Ontario Museum of Canada. He came here in the mid-60s and mapped Lamani. When he mapped Lamani, which is a mile and a half nowadays, that's how big the reserve is, Dr. David found 732 buildings in only a mile and a half. Okay? But the city wasn't only a mile and a half. It was roughly 10 miles along the beautiful New River Lagoon and about 2 miles wide. That's how big this city was in the past. He believes the amount of structures that were found, that the entire city in the past hosted about 60,000 people at one time. That's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why is it the longest occupied site? According to him, if we just go across the lagoon immediately, like a kilometer away, there is what he found, and it's called raised field farming. Do we know what the Mayans survived from normally? Right? Corn, squash, wheat, peppers, and beans. Okay, those are the main three crops, but there's a lot of other stuff. It's called slash and burn farming, where you slash a lot of the area, you wait for it to dry, then you set fire to it. That happens around April or May, right? Okay, that's called slash and burn farming. What Dr. David found across the lagoon is that the Maya from Lamani were doing something different. A bit like floating gardens or chinampas in Mexico, a little bit like that. This is a channel system that they created themselves. They dug channels out east to west and north to south. A lot of channel system. This is kilometers of channels. And they were creating beds to plant crops in between all this channel system that they made themselves. It's very possible, we believe, that they were also practicing aquaculture in all these channels. They could have been farming snails, crocodiles, clams and fish, and even manatees make their way up here, up the New River. So this is what most likely helped Lamani to stay occupied longer than any other Mayan sites who were very far away from waterways. Like an example is Caracol in Belize, our largest Mayan site, and Tikal in Guatemala, which is a very large site with about 250,000 people. These cities were at least 30 or 40 kilometers away from major waterways. But Lamani, very different, had a beautiful lagoon next to them. So the raised field farming is what helped them stay occupied longer than any other site. All right? So, do you have any questions before we start heading up? No?
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Can we
So-
do just the opposite?
Yeah, we can go either way.